There are so many things that I like to talk about that I really can't get to everything. Even when I'm doing the show every week, we still can't get to everything that we want to talk about. There's so much talk about cyberbullying and just bullies, period. The other day, I was prompted to post something on my status on Facebook, but I've been meaning to talk about the suicide rate of a lot of people want to say it's about teens are killing themselves over being the everybody finding out that they're gay. But like I said before, I don't want to go into the gay stuff, but I will say bullying is bullying. It didn't just start with gay teens. It really did. I was bullied for years myself coming up, so that was not my problem. But anyway, I want to say something really quick about I'll talk about the Rutgers University suicide later. Cyberbullying. There's a lot of mothers that I have seen on TV through the years, and here lately it's been a lot more. But there's some suggestions that I would give. Now, I know you cannot be with your child everywhere they go, especially when they're in school and then in middle school and high school. But I'm finding a pattern that I'm really not understanding. You have a lot of these young, very young teens who are experiencing cyberbullying. If you find out about what's going on, parents, I think it's time that you get involved. You get involved anyway, even before you find out. If your children have access to all of these online chats and everything, personally, I think they're too young. But I'm not saying that they're not doing it without a mom or a dad knowing about it. If you know about it, how about checking into this? How about signing on as that child and let that child know, have a relationship to let them know that, hey, I'm going to sign on for your safety. Or, walk by every now and then, everything going okay. Check and see what messages they're getting and what messages they're sending out. Because I have to say that I know a few young people under the age of 15, even under 14, who are on Facebook. Okay, that is anything that requires a password to get into, then you need to know that password as a parent. You need to know that password so that you can get into that anytime you want to, not just when that child is online. Maybe go in during the day or at night and see what messages have come through if you are allowing them to be on Facebook or Twitter or wherever they're online chatting. There's so many ways to chat. I want to start naming all the different services, but the different email services, you have ways of chatting. If you think your child is chatting or you know that they are, find out who they're chatting with. Because I was getting messages from a little girl that I know her very well. I was wondering, like, honey, where is your mom? Where's your dad? Because you're online all the time and you're sending messages to me, which is cool. It's okay because I know you. But I told her, don't be sending messages to anyone else because really and truly, you shouldn't even be on here. But I let her stay on my page because I'd rather know that, see her activity, what she's doing, so that if anything gets out of hand that I can see, maybe I can do something about it because I'm not her parent. But I can say, oh, whoa, red flag. Hey, who is that sending that message to you, or who made that comment on your page? But what I'm really saying here is that you must monitor your children. If you are going to allow your children that access to be online at that early of an age, see what they're doing. Teens, oh my God, I've seen so many teens, their parents on TV saying they committed suicide. Things got so rough for them. People were talking so crazy to them that they felt like there was no way out. I was asked by a young woman who could not understand suicide. She's like, what would make a person commit suicide? I said, well, you know what? You have to be there to understand. When you think about committing suicide, you are at a brink. You are at a all-time low in your life. The enemy speaks to you and make you feel that there's no other way out. it's the end of your life. It's the end of everything. Oh, if everybody find out, what will they say? Your life is going to be over anyway, or you really, have nothing else to live for. You don't this. I mean, all these different things play in your head. That's what the enemy is good for. That's what he does. So anyway, that I explained to her about suicide. That's what happens when people commit suicide. They feel like there's no way out. They'll never get around this. They'll never recover this from this embarrassment that they're going through. But that is so untrue. That is so untrue. You may not win over the majority, but who cares? Because anyone who loves you or give you a chance to want to love you, then they're going to understand what's going on anyway. So, and those who don't, they don't matter anyway. So you have to learn and know that you have to talk back. You have to stand up against the enemy and let him know that, hey, I'm going to make it. Yes, I did this, that, or the other, but I'm going to stay in there. Like, I kind of got off track there because that statement there is more for the students committing suicide about being caught in the act or being called gay or people finding out what their lifestyle is or whatever. But back to the cyberbullying. This has got to stop. It really has. Bullying did not just start yesterday. It didn't start just here in the last few months. Technology has made it easier for bullying to become more prominent in people's lives because now, like I said, you got the young people online. First of all, they don't know how to handle this. When don't even sign on. I mean, you see, if you're having problems with it, this is something that, you try to figure out. If you're having problems with people bullying you when you go online, stay offline. Don't get in these chat rooms. Don't get in these chat sessions. If you don't know the people that you're talking to, if they don't bring you up and they do nothing but bring you down, there's nothing positive about the conversation, cut it off. Don't even go in there. But anyway, like I said, we must do something about cyberbullying and in-person bullying. And we have to work together, work with our children, and we have to do something about this, this terrible thing that's going on. We will if we work together.